sports. It's in the game.
You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Pacheco. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Pacheco going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and goal from the 1. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 right at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Play action, now Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 70 yards. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Pacheco. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. A handoff now for Pacheco. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here. Purdy. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got Ayuk once again. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. Purdy. Flushed out right. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it? Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He gets away from 1. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. To throw is Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. The extra point try now for Moody. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. Here's 1st down. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final try for Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Commanders Field, located near our nation's capital here in Landover, Maryland. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go in our nation's capital. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 65 yards. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners have come back to make it a 2-point game. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here now, 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Purdy to throw it on first down. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 36. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Purdy looking to throw.
Looking deep for Jennings. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Juwan Jennings
37 yards.
And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 11 now.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Right there, 54, right there.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Daniels going to throw for it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Throws, has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Purdy now to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
54, right there, 54. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 20. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Right there.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
18 rattle, 18 rattle.
54.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Play action. Now Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he's brought down. McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
This is McCaffrey.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now Purdy.
Complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Daniels to the air again on second down.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Daniels.
That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Steps away to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To the air goes Daniels.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Airing one out for Crowder.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing here, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and really it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because